Welcome to another video, and this one we're going to be looking at how to create a dancing Santa and flashing Christmas tree using sequence and repetition. So if I just show you the video, what it looks like first, so I'm just going to enlarge that and press play, and hopefully I'll just check my volume's not too loud. So you can see there we've got a Santa who is dancing, and we have the illusion of flashing baubles and star on the Christmas tree, as well as the music in the background. So we've just got two sprites here. We've got the Christmas tree and we have Santa. So I'm going to show you how to actually create that. So we're going to break that down, and I'm going to go onto a blank screen. So we've got Scratch, and we're going to start from the beginning, and we're going to get rid of the cat because we don't want that, and I'm just going to remove that cat there. Now the images that I've used here are from Pixabay, so they're free downloads to use, and I am going to upload those, so they're not within the sprite catalogue, that's within Scratch. So I'm going to go down here onto the choose a sprite, and I'm going to go up to the upload a sprite, and I'm just going to go into my downloads area, and I'm going to open up the Christmas tree first. So it's a little bit big, so I'm just going to reduce the size down, take that down to 80, and just pop it where I want it to be. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at how to create the flashing star and the illusion of the baubles flashing as well. So I need to go over here onto costumes. When I open up costumes, you'll see that we have that one image of the Christmas tree, and I want to duplicate that, so I can right click and duplicate and have that there. I can upload it again, so I can do it that way, but I'm just going to right click and duplicate. So I now have two Christmas trees, and on this second one I'm going to create the illusion. So I'm just going to change my pen colour to yellow, green, let's have yellow. I'm just going to grab the paintbrush tool and very simply add on some sparkles on the top, so it just looks like the stars sparkling. And then on each one of the baubles I'm just adding a little bit of yellow. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just the illusion of flashing. So as you can see, on each bauble there is that slight shaded area, and that's where I'm putting it in. I'm just adding that little bit of yellow. Doesn't need to be perfect because it's going to be flashing. I'll just do that really quickly in each one of those, very quickly. There we go. So now I've got that flashing Christmas tree. So I'm going to go back to my code, and I'm going to start looking at that. So let's go back to the finished version, and let's look at that one first. So what we've got here, if I just enlarge that a little bit, is we have got the when the green flag is ticked, that we are going to continuously run. So obviously we've got that forever loop going. We've got that switch between those costumes. So let's go back onto here. So let's look at adding that in. So I'm going to go onto events. We're going to drag in that when green flag is clicked, and then we're going to look for that forever loop, which is under control, but as you can see it's just down here, so I'm just going to go and grab that. And now we want to change the look of our Christmas tree. Now at the moment, you can see here we've got the name of the costume is not very well written, so I'm going to go back onto costumes, and on that first one here is the name of the costume. So I'm just going to change that to tree 1 and change the second one to tree 2. As you can see there, now I've got two names. It just makes it that little bit easier to change the costume because I know which one I'm looking at. Then straight away you can see here that it's changed it on the blocks for me as well. So I'm going to bring that out, and I'm just going to change it so that it starts on tree 1, and I'm going to go and get a time element as well, because we need to give it that time to flash. Now I don't want it to be a whole second, so this can be obviously individual to what people would like, but I'm going to change mine to 0.5 seconds. And then I can go back and grab the same blocks again by just going back and dragging it back on, or I can right click, duplicate, and I've got that set of blocks again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that here, because at the moment I've got tree 1 on both. I need to change it to tree 2, and I'm going to press go. Let's test that out. And there we go, we've got that illusion of a flashing tree. Now it might be that, as you can see, there's no flashing on the top of that star, that we want to go back and change that, and I can just go onto there and possibly add in some extra lights. Okay, so we've got that bit more going on. So let's add in Santa next. So I'm going to go onto my, choose my sprite again, upload, and I'm going to find my Santa. Again, too big, so let's reduce down that size, and it's about experimenting to find the right size that fits on the screen. So I'm going to go with that, 70. So the next thing I'm going to do is, before I do anything else, I'm going to upload that music as well. So I'm going to go on to sounds, and I'm going to go down here to choose a sound, and I'm going to select upload a sound. And again, this is one that I have downloaded, and I've got Jingle Bells. So add that in, we've got the music there ready to play. So I'm going to go back onto my code. Let's go back and have a quick look at the finished one. I'm going to click onto my Santa. So remember, each sprite has a different set of code. And here we've got what's happening. So we've got when that green flag is clicked, we're going to start the music. Santa's going to say ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, and then start doing that dancing. So let's go back onto here. So first off, let's set up the costumes, because at the moment I've only got one costume for Santa, so he's not going to dance very much. So again, I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate. And then what I need to do is I now need to switch him around. So I'm going to use this tool here, and I'm going to select him. So I'm just going to click and drag around Santa. And then what I'm going to do is use my mouse to drag across to get Santa to move over to the other side, drag him back into the middle, and now I've got that illusion of a dancing Santa. Again, I'm just going to name them so that I know exactly which costume it is that I'm using. And now let's put the code in. So first off, we want that when the green flag is clicked. Again, it's under events, and I'm going to get that music starting. So I'm going to go on to sound. Now you can't see here at the moment, I'm just going to drag both of these on because of the name of the song is quite long. So you've got play sound until done, and then you've got start sound. Now if I use this play sound until done, it would mean that the song is played in full, and then the next block of code will start, so the next part of the sequence. I don't want that, I want the music to play all the way through what's happening. So I'm going to use this. So start that sound, start off the music. And then we want Santa to say ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Now again, we've got options up here. We've got the say hello for 2 seconds, or we've just got say hello. If I use say hello, it will keep that wording on the stage at all times. Now I only want him to say it very short, so I'm going to go ho ho ho. I'm going to have that for 2 seconds. Again, I could press, could go and grab it back on, or I can duplicate and add the same block underneath. You notice that every time I add one on, it automatically starts playing it because I'm clicking. So it's just a matter of using those until you're ready to press stop. So I'm going to add in here, Merry Christmas. And now I'm going to add in the illusion of dance. So I'm going to add in my control by having a forever loop. And I'm going to add in that switching between the costumes again. So I'm going to go on to looks, and I'm going to go switch costume. And I want Santa 1 first. And then I need that wait again. I still need to give that time to play each costume as it's moving. I'm going to right click and duplicate that again, add it in, and I'm going to change that to Santa 2. So now I've got my code on there as well. So I've got 2 programs on each sprite. So let's test that out. So we have the illusion of Santa dancing and a flashing Christmas tree. So we have sequence laid out within our program, and we also have repetition where we're making the illusion of the switch in the costumes continuously change within a forever loop. Now obviously you could add in a background into this, you could add more into this. This is a nice starting point to create a dancing Santa Christmas scene. So the only thing that should be done before we finished is just making sure that I've named it appropriately. So I'm just going to call it Dancing Santa, so I have it saved, and there we go. The nice Dancing Santa with repetition and sequence. Thanks for watching. See you again.